female spoken word artist. Give it up for Mariona, y'all.
Jack, and if you come back, the love you give needs to have mean, like, really, I've gone through life and divorce and all this crazy shit, and it just made me a very bitter person. I'm not that person anymore. However, I do digress sometimes because I'm human. So, this next piece is for the man of my life who has changed everything around. He is the best stepfather anyone has ever been.
What do you hate?
Love is life. And without him in mind, it's like I wouldn't exist. It's like he awakened me with the touch of his fingertips, and now I breathe air instead of air's mist. He is the blood that flows through my veins. And although I'm not an addict, I shoot him up like liquid cocaine. Hell, the very mention of his name, and I'm on a sublime high. He was majestically created in God's eyes. Although he was paired at birth, his very being is one of a kind. See, if greatness and phenomenal produced a child, the result would be thee. He be David for me. And any delight that steps in the way of my victory, he defeats. Fortified by faith, so he prays with me. And I hate to be stingy, motherfuckers, but he was made for me. With his chopper wrapped around like caramel, we make a combination like a Snicker. An excessive amount of nuts that flow into his mouth, better known as a Big Dipper. And yes, he turns me into a Milky Way for him to enter, and the love we make it so cosmic, the planets revolve around our center. I don't even remember what life was like before him, but post him it seems much simpler. I am all that I am because he is, and he is my inspiration. I would love the notes of cause for celebration, and I like to thank our last whack-ass relations, because had it not been for them, we wouldn't know the term appreciation. Love equals life, and I love living because of him. You are my forever.
Wow.
This next piece is like
This drink strong as a mother. Hey man, this drink strong as a mother.
You know, we
It's
make
all
so many
tequila.
excuses in life.
I'm finna die.
I mean, everybody.
I'm sweating.
Everybody goes through shit.
That's because you just got finished with her poem. That's what that is.
Yeah, that too.
So, stop making excuses.
No.
Don't do it while I'm at the house.
You are not trash.
I'm going to
And the
bed.
fact that you allow me
I've been
to
up since
treat you as
7:30.
such makes me have no sympathy for your ass. It's time to wake up. Women, kissed by chocolates. We are the reason the world turns. We carry the strength of nations on our backs, and not while lying on our backs. So profound that there would be no human existence without us, but you'd rather be a whore. Releasing your gifts to men who only deserve coal in their stockings, enabling them to have full control. And yes, your ancestors are watching, and no, I don't have sympathy for your ass. See, the beauty of the past is that it's your past. And I promise you, brown-skinned girl, you are not the only one absent of a dad. We all have suffered. But you have to take the time to dig deep. Deeper than the wounds that ungrateful ass nigga continue to beat. Understand that there isn't another being in this universe that equivocates to you. And depending on your wet pussy is only going to turn your crimson blood into ice blue. You see these eyes? You see these eyes? They birth you ignorant niggas. And you should be on your knees thanking us for life instead of being prideful of the terrible ass head that you continue to deliver. And maybe of course these words could have been delivered a little bit sweeter, but the truth is bitter. Open your gullible hazy eyes and accept it. Grab hold to the leftover piece that you have and share it with only yourself. And maybe then, and not until then, I won't have sympathy for that ass.
Yeah.
lover. And I'm tired of you misrepresenting an art that means so much to others. The shit's disrespectful and kind of embarrassing. Because we have to live up to legends like Gil Scott-Heron.